Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's manga night. So tonight, we're going to talk about some manga. How about that? It's me, Gio, from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people on the internet. We got the insufferable Omnibus collector. Riley, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Fantastic. We got a chair. Oh, there we go. Colleen from Colleen's Manga Rex. How you doing?
Hello, doing good.
It's been a minute. Happy to have you here as always.
Yes.
Yeah, and tonight we are going to we got some first impressions. We got some solicits. We got some news about awards, and we got some news about Kickstarters. So a whole bunch of cool stuff to talk about. And we're going to have some fun and enjoy it with everybody in the chat. So let's give a shout out to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging. Wonderful customer service. That is InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. And every month we do the gift card giveaway. We did that last Monday. We had a lot of fun with that. The winner we already have the info. That gift card is on its way. So very happy about that. If you want to participate for the giveaway, we're going to do it next month. We do it every month at some point on one of the streams. So you got to tune in to find out when. Hang out with us in the chat, and we pick out a winner by the end. So, again, thanks to InStockTrades.com for all that cool stuff. Let's go to the website real quick. Haven't done that. Let's see. Whoop, there we go. So we got a lot of cool stuff here for the deals of the week, which we are revealing every Monday. So if you want to find out before the newsletter, before it goes live on Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, you got to tune into Omnibros to find out the deals of the week at InStock Trades. So right now, the deals include Batman Detective Comics hardcover volume 3, Complete Darkness hardcover volume 3, Durkle, as the kids say, or Dracula, Midnight Children hardcover volume 3, Joker the World hardcover, 50% off, and some Micronauts, whatever. 3 covers for that at 46% off. You got your new releases. I'm kidding, by the way. You know, it's a goof. Don't get upset, Micronaut fans, all 12 of you. And the top sellers, of course, all that fun stuff, including this book, which we are going to talk about in a couple minutes, the Trigun Deluxe Edition hardcover, which finally came out. So all of that and more when you visit InStockTrades.com. Shout out.
Wow.
All righty. So
I didn't even need to know that you were messaging back. I knew immediately.
I don't think Gio's familiar with the Joker.
It's the Joker.
So stupid. Hold on.
I don't know why it's been so funny lately. It's just anytime anything Joker related pops up, I immediately go to this one meme of this rat. Who's that?
Okay.
The Joker.
Who?
It's the Joker.
But the one that it was you that shared the bat, right?
Yeah. I was like,
It was Rudy Giuliani on like Twitter, and he just said the bat.
the
Oh,
bat
God,
and
no.
the Joker.
Terrible.
Oh my god, it's not even that funny, but I could cry laughing about it.
By the way, I do have to apologize real quick. Next to Maginaut, you really ought to give Micronauts the time of day. I am not mad at the series. Please, folks, do not get the wrong idea. It's an easy joke for me to go for. All right, same like I do with the X-Men stuff. It's just for fun. I actually like the idea of Micronauts. I actually like them. I'm not opposed to it. It's just a goof.
But the
bat.
bat that Colleen shared, it was like, what was it when like the bad guys, thugs, or ask like who beat them up? Bat.
I need to. Where's the origin of this?
So, okay.
It's the bat and the Joker.
Oh, I sent that and I just said they're enemies and then I sent the Joker.
The
It's the Joker.
Hi, man. Thank you for joining Geo, Omni, and Chair.
The chair that I could not
The
beat.
whole crew.
The table.
Bro.
I couldn't beat the table. Now there's a chair joining the table. Damn.
Hell yeah. Spud Boy, thank you for joining. Howdy. Manga Farmer, thank you for joining. Good evening, everyone. James, you got 2 peaches there. I wonder why that. Why did you type that? I don't know. Whatever could happen on the show tonight. I don't know. Warren, thank you so much. First to comment on the night. Punching down another underdog to elevate the Inhumans. I see how it really is. Absolutely. Let's go, dude. We need that book. I'll be honest. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I already, to be honest with everybody, I already gave up on the chances for the book, so I don't care anymore.
No, Geo.
No, it's not going to happen. I've made peace with it.
Geo, no. Keep the faith alive.
I'm content that I own most of that material already in trade, so I'm fine with it.
We know now who the true underdog of the Marvel universe is. Like we've seen Omnibros literally everything.
I knew one of you were going to do the joke, but okay.
No. The power.
Joker?
What was the Rock's thing? The power structure of the DC universe is about to change.
The hierarchy or something.
The hierarchy of the DC universe is about to change.
It did. Not in the way everybody intended. Geo, I am offended.
My eyes, literally.
Only one way to repair this insult. No, Josh, we're not going to do that. We'll talk about that later. I know what he means by that.
I feel like you to Josh about Mao is like me to my mother about cutting my hair. She like for the longest time, she would every time she would see me, she would be like, "When are you going to cut your hair?" And I straight up told her like, the more you ask, the longer I'm going to grow my hair out. And she completely stopped asking.
Nice.
Because now I think she's under the impression.
Still haven't cut it.
I know, I haven't. And every time like Jess and Lou and stuff see me with my hair down, they're like, "Dude."
I mean, I see you every Thursday, so I'm used to it. But
you got the Grateful Dead going, so
look at that! Hell yeah, dude.
Or who's the guy from the Flaming Lips? I can't remember his name. Wayne.
Oh, Wayne
Johnson.
Wayne Coyne, I think.
Yes, I met him once.
I met him once too. Kind of.
Did you see him at like a CD store?
No, I was working at Enterprise, and he was renting a car during ACL because this is when I was living in Austin. And it was on a Saturday, and I was busy on one side of the branch, like I think checking someone into the car, but then the other person that was working, she was like getting his ticket written up, and I looked over as I was finishing with my customer, and I looked over and like pointed, and he was facing away from me, and I was facing towards the girl. And I looked at her and I go, "Is that?" And she goes, "Yeah."
Now I feel left out. I got to meet this guy.
I didn't even really know the Flaming Lips super well. I knew like 2 of their songs or maybe 3, but my sister was a big fan and she wanted to go get an autograph from him because he was doing a signing at a CD store. So I went with her. And the only thing I had in my bag at the time for him to sign was a Mormon book because we were like, we had some class at school where we learned about different religions. So we had one, it was a Book of Mormon, and it was the only thing I had, so he could sign it. And he literally signed my little like Mormon book. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he posted it on Twitter as
That's
well
awesome.
back in the day or so.
I wonder if the tweet is still up somewhere.
I think
Maybe.
I think it was Step Brothers where they're like, he's got the katana signed by Randy Jackson. Did you get a katana signed by Randy Jackson? It's the only thing I had on me.
Yeah.
You don't meet Randy Jackson and not get an autograph.
Me.
It's the Joker.
Yeah. Get a visibly prominent tattoo, Riley, then she'll be distracted from the hair.
I'll get a sleeve of like it's gonna be a sleeve of shirt sleeves.
I think you should get one of those. I don't know how to say it. Ageho? Agio?
Oh my
Just
god.
a full
Okay,
sleeve
wow.
of Agio.
Where the girls are like,
Yeah, she'd love it. I think
Yeah,
she would
I'm
really like
sure
it.
everyone.
You could do it very artsy. It could be an art piece, you know.
And that Tim is here. I'm sure he did as well, but I wanted to let him know I went to see the Dandadan theatrical release last weekend.
Oh, look at you.
It was fantastic. It was such a great time. I know the series is not for everyone, Colleen. I know, like, I'm not going to try and tell anyone that is not a fan that they should get into it, but like, it was really well done, really well animated. And I have to say the intro, the opening, so good. Like I would recommend, even if you have no interest in watching the series, to check out the opening. Like both the song and the animation in the opening were great.
Do you know who sings the opening?
I did see their name on there and I don't remember it now.
It's like 6 degrees of separation right now because I'm a fan of the rap group, Creepy Nuts.
Yes, they're the same ones that did are they the same ones that did the Mashal one?
Yes,
Washly,
and Call of the Night. Yeah,
I'm on top of that.
And they're killing it.
Just for that alone, check out the song and trivia. I always say this trivia: the fact that the manga Call of the Night is called like that because the author is a huge fan of the group and named the manga after the song Call of the Night. So when the anime showed up, they asked permission to use the song as the ending for the anime. So full circle, and then he's super geeked out when that happened. Creepy Nuts, Dandadan in theaters was dope. Loved it. Glad you dug it too. Ending is pretty good too. I'm a Dandadan girly. It's true. I didn't know that was a term. That's awesome. H-Field, thank you for joining. I feel left out. None of that airs over here. Sometimes they do. Other time, most of the time, it doesn't happen. We don't get any anime premieres.
This as well, because they had like a 20-30 minute like intro of like, it was like interview with the creator, the editor, some of the voice actors, and he was talking about how he was given like a bunch of shoujo manga to read before he started working on the series, so that he could know better how to write like a romance into it. So it was interesting.
That's
Okay.
so silly.
That's a weird.
Silly. Just maybe like treat them like they're human people. You don't
Like
have
regular
to, like,
people. Yeah.
Some authors.
But I think like, assuming he's never read a lot of shoujo before, like if you want to show him like this is how it's written in the complete other demographic that you've never worked in, like that, I don't think I wouldn't really compare it to like just not knowing how people act and stuff. It's more like seeing a different example of something. And it's kind of the director, I think it was, when he was talking about stuff, was going on about like influences from different like movies and how he writes different things down, and so I take it kind of like that. But it was an interesting little precursor to watching the stuff.
Nice. So the series does air first week of October on Crunchy and Netflix if you guys are interested. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Any horror recommendations for October? You're gonna have to wait till October because we got a show about something else tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
But there you go. Yeah, if you like shonen action with horror elements and like folklore and or not folklore, sorry, creepypasta stuff and a little bit of yokai stuff here and there, then check it out. Yeah, why not?
I mean, we counted it as because we're watching. The main reason we went is because we are watching every theatrical horror release, and so it does count as that. Like we counted it as such, and so that's why we had to go see it. And I was like, well, we have to go see it, and it's only this weekend, so we have to go.
Yeah, there you go. So speaking of going, let's go to some haul action. You guys hauled anything interesting?
Probably.
I actually have nothing.
Nice.
I've put them all away, so I was like, I don't even want to pull them out. So
yeah, that's where I've been like the past several months. I'm like, I don't want to deal with anything. This is like everything I read yesterday.
Oh, let's do reads. There we go. Well, what you read?
I read Last Quarter, Volume 1.
Nice.
That first volume was so good.
I really enjoy her art here more than I have in because I'm also reading Neighborhood Story right now.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then Shonen X Volume 6. This one was over before I even realized I had started it. I was like
fast food manga.
I was sitting there for maybe 15 minutes and I get to the end and I was like, that was quick. Just completely action all the way through, which is cool because I had been reading some pretty dense books prior to this. Insomniacs After School Volume 6. This was also a very quick read, but not action packed. This one I actually read today was Full Night Volume 1 because I'm getting Volume 2, so I was like, I gotta read Volume 1 first. Is
that Joker as well?
That's the Joker. That was a pretty decent first volume. Let's Do It Already, Volume 2. That one was also pretty fun. And this was terrible. The story.
What a way to end it. Love it. Okay.
And this sucked ass.
It was so bad that as I was reading it, I literally was like, wow, this is terrible. Like it's just the writing is so stiff. The characters are just like, hi, I'm Poo Face, what's your name?
Is that the one with the Velociraptor or no?
Yeah, and that
there we go. Yeah,
it has dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs couldn't even save it.
Yeah, I saw the anime version of it, and I was so confused.
It was just
never
bad.
Did I imagine Naruto would cross over with dinosaurs.
It's boring and bad, and luckily it's only 2 volumes. So me being the completist with Shonen Jump stuff, like otherwise I'd have another Samurai 8 on my hands. Coincidentally, like my least favorite Shonen Jump titles all come from Kishimoto and his, things related to him. Coincidence?
Because he doesn't know how to say no.
God, like it just.
I don't know.
Story by Kishimoto and Jun Asaka. Fucking dude. Like, fucking dude.
Fucking dude.
Can't do shit. And I got the other spin-off that came out earlier is still on my shelf, and I haven't read that first volume. But I'm going to
Hot Spring something.
The one about Konohamaru, I think.
Oh,
like the story of Konoha. I don't know. It was the other. They both came out around the same time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that was bad. That was not good. Thing that I read
man.
The other day, I read Kaiji Volume 5. This was great, but it took me so long to read through it because I believe it's a 3-1.
Dude, that's a thick book. Holy crap.
It's pretty thick. But this was great. It was really good. and I think it was last Thursday when I had to miss the show. Right?
No, you were here last Thursday.
No, last
Yeah,
Thursday I had the dinner that I had to go to.
Oh, I don't even remember stuff anymore. Okay, I'm old.
So I went out to dinner with a licensor.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah,
an anime, like, because I was invited by a friend who was like, "Hey, do you want to come to dinner with me and my friend who is an anime licensor from Japan?" I was like, "Sure." And then they were like, "I want you to meet her because she's super into Yu-Gi-Oh, like OG Yu-Gi-Oh." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." So like I did, and we were like talking Yu-Gi-Oh the whole night and like talking about like she had come from Japan to watch like tournaments in the US and was just like having a vacation at the same time and like stopped in Houston and like Dallas as part of her trip. I didn't know that the reason that she had done that was because the company that she works for produces Yu-Gi-Oh, and she's the licensor of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the anime. And so the whole time I'm talking to this woman about stuff and like not comprehending that it was actually like her job. and
you're such a fan of the franchise, which is even more insane.
She's such a fan of the franchise too. And so like immediately I got in the car and my friend was like, "Hey, Riley hates Kaiba." And she was like, "You hate Kaiba? What?" And I was like, "Yeah, Joey's the best." And they were telling me about because my friend told me before I even met them, was like, yeah, she has she writes fan fiction. She has a Kaiba Joey fanfic. And I was like, you know what?
Wow.
That makes sense.
Wow.
I understand where she's coming from. And I told her, I was like, look, I hate Kaiba, but I understand where you're coming from. Like the bully victim relationship type thing. And now that Atem is gone, like who else is he's gonna go to Joey? Like that like I was like, look, good job. That makes sense to me. That's the type of slash fiction I can get into. But yeah, so that was my story from last week. And I just thought about it because I often say like Kaiji is like Yu-Gi-Oh for grown-ups. And I didn't bring it up. I wanted to. And like I got home and I saw the book sitting next to the bed and I was like, shit, I forgot to bring up Kaiji.
There you go. Only one from Yu-Gi-Oh! War and Lights was Bakura. Everybody else, not a fan.
I don't believe you.
Not even Mai?
I was a fan of I don't know.
She was cool and hot.
Look at that. James has a hot take. Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't get good till Battle City. I don't know. I'm old. I don't remember that Battle City. What happened to Battle City?
Battle City was the big tournament arc with like
they're literally fighting in this okay.
Yeah.
I remember.
Where they had that's where they introduced Merrick and the gods and all that stuff were at play. And that's where Joey proved that he's the GOAT because he beat Merrick, but stupid anime bullshit, he lost because he passed out before the damage counter went down, before the life points went all the way down.
There you go. That's what happens when I don't know, when you're not the protagonist.
Don't get him started. He'll go on for another hour, Gio.
Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast, your number one source for all things Yu-Gi-Oh!
That thing on his hand is actually the tattoo that they all do together.
Oh, the smiley face tattoo. I thought you were about to say like that's my dual disc, and I was like, I have a dual disc. I can.
No, the tattoo that she like draws on Sharpie.
And Drea is like, we're best friends.
Yeah.
Power of friendship.
My only knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is from the abridged series.
You have pretty good knowledge then. Like if you've seen the abridged series, you kind of get the cliff notes of what happens.
And you get some good quotes too.
Yeah, it's great. I recommend like anyone who's never gotten into the series before to try like to watch the abridged series.
I'm wondering how much it holds up. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged, it's the humor it holds up fine. The humor is fine, but like the quality of the video is super bad. Like at least the earliest ones, because I'm pretty sure he's still doing new ones every once in a while. Joey has Red Eyes, Black Dragon. He also has Time Wizard, and he has Baby Dragon.
It's the Time Wizard.
Time Wizard, and Time Wizard and the Baby Dragon become 1,000-Year Dragon. He has Jinzo. He has Flames.
Gio, we can't do this.
He's got the you highlighted me at the wrong time, Gio. I'm like getting the end of his good cards. And there are so many cards that like there's Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, there's Black Skull Dragon, like where he can fuse with Summon Skull. Joey, and he should have gotten Raw. He should have had Raw. Like, because the way that it works, like in Duelist Kingdom, you get your opponent's best card. So he should have gotten Raw, and the end of it should have been Joey with Raw, Kaiba with Obelisk, and Yugi with Sniper. But I'm not like I'm not trying to rewrite the Bible here. Like Takahashi is a genius. It's fine. Like he knew what he was doing, and he loved Joey as much as I love Joey. I know he did because he talked about it. He said he himself. He talked about the fact that Joey is.
Put it back up, Gio. Put it back up. He's still going.
With everything that everyone else has at their disposal, Joey went through and he proved that he's capable when he doesn't have magic. Because, mind you, the Millennium Puzzle. The main power of the Millennium Puzzle is manipulation. So Yugi legitimately manipulates his deck when he uses the heart of the cards.
That's true.
Is a localized term for him using the Millennium Puzzle and making the card he needs at the top. And then Kaiba has all the money in the world to get whatever he wants. And you know what? Kaiba doesn't know how to fucking play the game. Kaiba built a computer that had an algorithm that makes his deck for him. Like that. Like Joey actually builds his deck. He gets new cards from people. He learns how they work, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna use this with this." And yes, he does have growing pains throughout the series. He learns how to use the cards. He learns like how to use the cards together, and Yugi does help him because unlike Kaiba, Yugi does understand the game. Kaiba doesn't understand the game. He's all power. That's why he uses blue eyes, fuse them in the Blue Eyes Ultimate because he has no idea how to play the fucking game. He's like when you're playing Pokemon as a kid.
He's just like me.
Yeah, and you don't use any sort of defensive attacks or defensive techniques and stuff. Or evasive techniques, and you just use attack, hyper beam. That's Kaiba. Joey, on the other hand, actually has techniques that he learns how to use. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, we're back.
Despite
I love it.
all my
I love hearing you talk about Yu-Gi-Oh.
So rat in the cave.
I'm so lost, but I love the passion.
Just in case anyone was like ever thought that I'm joking about how much I love Yu-Gi-Oh, like I can go on for a long time.
No, I know you. You're not joking, and I love it.
Literally why we're like, cut him off, turn off his mic. He won't stop.
Let me segue. Hold on, wait. We got comments. Thank you. I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh, but the passion on display alone is making me into a Joey lover and a Kaiba hater. Kaiba, yeah, I'm not a fan of Kaiba either, even though Joey's not my favorite character, but I agree. What about Taya, the ultimate power friendship character? She's cool.
She's boring. I never liked her.
Who was the other character that, she was an older lady.
Oh.
Wait, who?
Mine?
The older lady that fought in the Battle City thing.
Are you thinking about My Valentine?
My girl?
Is it mine? I like mine. Cool.
Yeah, with Harpy Lady.
Yeah.
And Harpy Lady 3.
Yep.
And Harpy Lady's brother.
Any character that always had like the cute, like hot, cute, whatever girl deck, or because I'm trying to make this as like broad as possible, because in Digimon I liked anyone who had like the cuter Digimon. In Pokemon I liked anyone who had the cuter Pokemon.
Who was your favorite character in Digimon? Now I'm interested.
Was it what's her name? With the pink dress and the cowboy hat?
I liked her a lot,
Mimi.
but Sora was my favorite because she was a tomboy. I like Sora. Is that her name?
Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, Sora.
Sora? Okay, that's what I thought. But oh wait, the sister of
Kairi?
Yes. Kairi was like my favorite when she got introduced. when Kairi got introduced, she was my favorite because I loved Woman, and I loved the cat version. So then she was my favorite in the second season, or the second half of the first season, or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I feel really self-conscious now. I don't know how Riley did this.
I get into a groove, and especially when it's something that I know what I'm talking about, like Joey Wheeler, I can do that.
I can't do it as much for Digimon.
But we're Digimon partners because my favorite character of all time is Angemon. I love TK and Patamon and all that stuff. I love Angemon.
I shipped them so hard as a kid. I wanted TK and Kairi to like get together in the show. I don't know if it ever happened.
They do get together in season 2, but they don't. I don't know if in the movies later on they evolve their relationship or whatever, but they were together in season 2.
Is that when
they had the armored Digivolve?
Yeah, okay. I was like when they were kind of grown up a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to start Yu-Gi-Oh! As Riley. That's a good one.
Oh my God, Riley, use your powers for good. Go filibuster. Go be like you're like the pinch hitter. You're the pinch filibuster.
Oh man, nice.
I'll bring my hold on.
And this is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now his abilities are, and then this is the Harpy Lady number 1. Now if you put the Time Wizard out, and then let me talk about the Pot of Greed and how that got banned from.
Geo Pokemon time. Oh, yes, I can do a whole show on that. Let's go.
Oh my God, we're never gonna get to manga. We're only gonna talk about,
this is no longer a manga show. What you got?
What?
Careful.
Hold up.
Oh, dude, I have extra cards. I'm gonna send them to you if you want.
What kind of extra cards? That's exciting.
I don't know. I don't remember the monsters, but I don't know if you have them or not. But I'll send them anyways.
This set of cards, like the box that I got, you can get it at like Target, Walmart, wherever. It's just the like legendary decks 2 box set, and it has a deck for each of the 3 characters for Yugi, Joey, and I was saying like I could at the filibuster, like I would pull out the decks and be like, look at Joey's deck and all this stuff. Whatever. But it's funny going through like each of these decks because Joey's entire deck is a Red Eyes support deck, and so like half of the cards, it's like, so there's Red Eyes, and then there's Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, Return of the Red Eyes, Blackstone of Legend, Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, Black Metal Dragon, and just everything.
A lot of dragons.
The one thing that's disappointing though, it also has Jinzo. It has Baby Dragon, and I think it has Time Wizard, but it has Time Wizard, but it doesn't have the it doesn't have Thousand-Year Dragon. It's disappointing.
Have they added cards to the? Have they added cards
for
Yu-Gi-Oh? Like since it first came out, like are they still adding cards on to this day?
Yeah, there's new sets coming out like all the time, and it was funny because talking to the woman that I had gone to the dinner with, I straight up was like, I don't understand the game anymore. And she laughed and was like, I don't either. I went to the tournament to observe and I had no idea what was happening. And I told her about that one dude recently who used Exodia like 2 times successfully at the tournament last year. And I told her about that, and she was like, oh, that's great. And speaking of Exodia, the Yugi deck is an Exodia support deck. So like everything in this one, it's like legendary Exodia incarnate, the 5 pieces of Exodia as well. Obliterate, Exodia Necros, and then like Dark Magician Girl.
Hell yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah, but it's like a bunch of support to get the pieces of Exodia together. And then of course,
that's a cool one. Hold on. Can I share that, Colleen?
Oh yeah, should be able to.
Wait. Sorry, folks. I'm interrupting the host of the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
The last one I'll show is just the Kaiba Man.
Oh, wait. I sent the wrong one. There's apparently 2 of them. So that one's Gift of the Mystical Elf, but the normal Mystical Elf one was my favorite card.
She looks like that elf looks like from the Daft Punk videos.
She's going around the world.
Around the world. Yeah. My favorite All right, let me get it. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna find my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Physically, I do have it.
Now.
I do have it. Hold on.
I also really liked Witch of the Black Forest. There was a lot of cards that I had that I liked just because the aesthetic was cool.
Let me see if I can pull it down. But I have an art book that has like all the card stuff.
Soul Release is a good one. I loved the Toon ones. I liked Pegasus just because he turned characters into Toon characters, and I thought that was fun.
My favorite character in all of Yu-Gi-Oh is this guy. The Magician of Black Chaos.
Do you know what season?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Ah.
You had to summon him with this thing, the Black Magic Ritual. And I also have a different card of him. This was gifted to me by a friend while we were still in the high school or a couple years into college or whatever. I always wanted these cards, and he found them. They weren't cheap.
Yeah.
So I don't have any of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards except this. But I love this guy.
I'll have to find
Dark Magician was cool, but like this was like super edgier and gothier. I mean, look at that.
The sexier version of Dark Magician.
Hell yeah.
Hey now. Don't. Okay. Maybe reel it back a little bit there.
Let me see if I can find a better picture.
Yeah, I'm looking on the I found the Dark Magician of Chaos one. There's that one.
I like all 3. I like Dark Magician, and I did like Dark Magician Girl. But Homeboy here was my favorite. Like, whoa. Black
Have
Chaos.
I told that story on here about how I drew a picture of Dark Magician Girl in 5th grade and I got in trouble because I made her cleavage too prominent?
You got 4 kids by the teachers.
I got 4 kids.
So this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! The Art of the Cards book.
Hold on. This is my favorite card. I don't remember
ever seeing this one.
I don't know if he was in the show or not. I may have just liked him from friends playing the game or something. I don't remember him being on the show.
Which one was the one that they like made ride Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon?
Wasn't that Dark Magician?
I don't remember.
Well, was it the Magician of Black Chaos or was it the other one?
Hold on.
You know what? I'll take it back. I think he does kind of win. He's a little cunty.
I am telling you.
He's kind of serving.
He's serving some black chaos.
He's serving chaos.
So this is this is that card. Look at that. I don't know if this is rare or expensive or whatever. I'm not gonna sell it. It's an heirloom, I guess, at this point. So there you go.
Here's all the Dark Magician cards.
Dark magician of cunt.
What was the name of the book again? Sorry, Riley, I interrupted with my shenanigans.
The Art of the Cards.
Art of the Cards. Nice.
Start from this side. There's
I don't know. He's so cunty too. That's not fair.
Dark Magician.
I can't pick.
Dark Magician. Dark Magician. Dark Magician. Dark Magician Girl.
They're all serving. Look at her.
Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight.
Oh my god.
Dark Magician Knight. Let's see.
I'm obsessed. Give me the mystical elf.
There's also Dark Paladin. Damn. There's a...
Show me that rabbit. He's giving.
That's your Toon World shit right there.
That rabbit looks like what was the thing from Domino's Pizza? The Noid? Noid, yeah. Reminds me of the Noid. For all you old school pizza aficionados out there. I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know why I'm still the only one on the screen, but
because you have the goods.
Yeah, but I'm trying to look at the cards that we know.
What the hell? I'm trying to Ugh. Give me a minute. I'm trying to upload something and it's not working. Why isn't it working? Come on, man.
The 5-headed dragon.
Who had the flame swordsman? Was that Tristan?
That was Joey.
Oh, that was Joey? Okay.
I don't remember what Tristan had, but okay, so Gaia the Fierce Knight, and then it fused with what was the dragon called? But it fused with and then became Gaia the Dragon Champion.
Oh, the guy on the little thingy, I remember him. The little flying guy.
Yep.
You know what? It would be amazing if like the algorithm finds its way out there for the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and then they jump in and watch this, and it gets a ton of views, and then they start asking for a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
You just get a Yu-Gi-Oh dedicated podcast for Riley.
Let's ignore Omnibros. Let's just do.
There's my girl.
Hey, look at that.
Elf, because these are in alphabetical order, so I got her first.
Nice.
I don't know why I liked her so much. Just any cute, hot character girl, I'm there.
It's like
your story about the cleavage reminded me of the Misty card that was released, where when parents found out about that card, there was an outroar, and the card was banned. Let me see if I can find the picture. Hold on.
Oh yeah, my Harpy ladies. Let's go.
Harpy ladies get in Phoenix formation.
Dude,
Harpy ladies get in Phoenix formation.
I just typed on Google search Misty card Pokemon and it immediately showed up. It's called Misty's Tears. I don't know if you guys remember that card.
Oh, yes.
Let me show you the image. I had the Japanese, this exact one, and people
I remember this.
People were outraged because of underboob action.
That's so stupid. That's just a magical girl.
Yeah. She's crying, and Staryu is gonna get like super buffed up.
Is that it was just in America that they got all mad about it?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
It's still a card in Japan.
Yes.
Okay.
And they censored the card. Let me see if I can find it.
That's so silly. I mean, it makes sense that Japan wouldn't care as much because that's so like obviously a reference to like a magical girl transformation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a blob. Like, who cares?
Never seen this Curry Bandit.
Curry Bandit.
Karibo, and Kari Bandit. It's basically like Bandana D from Kirby.
A little bit evil. A little bit evil, Karibo.
He's a little
scary.
mischievous.
This was the solution to censor the card in the US.
So stupid. They could have just put an outfit on her.
Exactly.
Does she even have a Squirtle?
No.
Yeah, what?
No. I don't think she's ever had a Squirtle.
I was like, that's an Ash Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
They even get the artwork for that. I wondered if they had to commission something new.
Parents in Japan would not care.
Oh my god! The redhead! Ah! I loved her.
Nice.
Oh my god, I forgot.
And there's my
about
boy
her.
with the. You know what's cool about him? He's got that S&M thing going with the leather outfit and stuff.
Yes.
Like, all right, he's gonna get down and dirty.
He's
Why
got
he's serving.
the same flavor of like clothing as like Vash does underneath the red coat.
Yeah.
No wonder he's giving.
I would argue that the censored card looked even weirder. Yeah, Squirtle's gonna feed off the tear. Let me drink that up.
Misty's tears, so good.
Ew.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all watched South Park, but he's like, your tears taste so good. And it's like when Cartman kills that kid's parents and like makes you eat them.
Everyone just like sit in silence. Make Riley feel really weird.
This card, motherfucking Mystic Tomato. Also, there's your girl.
There's my girl.
Mystical
Her
and the thing. Wow, oh, look at that Gengar over there too.
This guy was scary as hell. Which gang? Oh, that one.
That's Gengar. Copyright infringement. Somebody get Nintendo to sue them.
Okay, for sure, Magician of Faith. I completely forgot about that card, but I wanted to cosplay it so bad.
You still should.
You still should,
I could. I just would need like extensions.
This is the obnoxious Celtic Guard.
Me.
I know.
Hold on.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's what I thought too when I saw Mystic Tomato. Mystic Tomato looks like a bong art. Alright, chili.
Me.
Paladin of the White Dragon.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Painful choice.
Painful choice. We all have painful choices to make. Like to buy this manga or to buy the other thing.
That would have been a great segue if we weren't the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
I know. Because I have a bunch of stuff here on the docket, if you will.
We could just cut it off.
We'll get to it. I'll speed run through most of the items. Don't worry, guys.
We're done now. Go ahead. Let's get to the stuff that we actually planned.
Let's do a transition. Omar, take it away. Thank you. Let me take the avatar off because we were goofing. There we go. All right. First topic. This is just an update on the Ignatz, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, awards. We actually have the winners, and we had one manga nominated on that award show, which is like the true indie comic graphic novel award show of them all. Forget the Eisners, forget the whatevers, the Omnis at the end of the year on our stream. And this is like the real deal.
There's another redhead lady for calling to want to cosplay.
Oh, yeah. The art next to it looks really different. Yeah, that one, Solemn Wishes. That does not look like Yu-Gi-Oh to me. Looks like
when I had that card back in the day, I was
like
like,
an anime
yeah,
screenshot.
it stands out very differently from the rest of it.
If you told me, oh, that's a screenshot from Macross plus XY,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. So real quick, all these books were nominated, but we had one manga, and that was Offshore Lightning, and it won for Outstanding Collection, published by Drawn and Quarterly. So congratulations. Yay. That's it. All these other stuff, I don't know anything about these books. So can't talk about them.
But we're sure they're good.
Absolutely. I'm gonna highlight them like this for anybody that's curious, but I don't know anything.
And then Riley in the corner just showing more Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
The Sword Hunter. This is like the Rob Liefeld of swordsmen's.
Oh
like
my god. 4, 5, 6? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That you can see. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
we can
4,
see.
5, 6, because he has one on his head. There's the one on his shoulder, the one on his back, the two he's holding, the one on his waist, and the one on his head.
I think he's overcompensating.
Probably.
I like his head sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna go to our friends at Anime News Network because I was too lazy to grab the original. We have Kickstarter news, and Glacier Bay Books Kickstarter campaign for Imai's Flashpoint manga reached its goal, $27,000 goal, including a reprint of the F manga. So that is really cool. Actually, we do have the Kickstarter page here. My bad. I'm not a professional. So there we go. We still have. No, it ended. Okay, so the goal was 27,000. They finished with $33,344. 412 backers. What? Okay. A stunning post QAnon manga. All right, that's a choice. Radical insurgents invade Japan. A couple grapples with life after a flood. 3 new books from Glacier Bay. So shout out. All right, cool. There you go. Next, Tokyo Pop licensed some stuff.
They always just go under the radar. Why don't they do any sort of...
I found out while I was looking at the Glacier Bay stuff. I noticed, oh, Tokyo Pop. Okay, cool. And I clicked on it. I'm like, what is happening?
I literally, for the stuff at I think it was Anime Expo, they had a panel where they, I guess, announced new licenses, but no one reported on it. Like literally, they didn't have a thing about it. ANN didn't have a thing about it.
That's sad.
And I had no idea like what they were announcing and what was just this is coming out stuff that they had already announced. So I just kind of like gave up on that.
Yeah.
Or not sad, embarrassing. Because, you know.
I think it's both.
Well, both, yeah. This segment of the show is sponsored by Trillion Game. Everybody go buy Trillion Game from Viz or watch the Netflix series.
Or the anime, which is coming up.
Or the anime, that's true.
Month, I think.
So they announced these titles. Bite Marks and how do I pronounce this? Fluorite?
Fluorite.
Okay, thank you. By Seno Yanase, coming out in October. So right around the corner. Like, I thought this was going to be for like early 2025, but no, these are coming out like right now in 2 weeks.
They're so confusing.
A non-human thing that lives in the darkness, that which you will someday become. All right, call me out, will you? Mortally wounded, trying to prevent what he thought was a mugging, Haru's life is saved by a vampire, Akihito. With one small drawback, he is now a vampire too. The transformation takes time, however, and while he adapts, Haru is vulnerable prey for other vampires. Akihito promises to keep him safe, and as Haru adjusts to his new circumstances, he also finds himself falling for the man who gave him a second chance at life. That's pretty cool. I do like the logo with the blood. That's cool. This is my favorite out of the bunch. the gardener's favorite poisonous flower. This was going to make it. I'll tell you all a little bit of a secret when it comes to Omnibros. I thought of putting this in the thumbnail with the manga, the new Shonen Jump manga. But then I saw the other thing, and I'm like, no. I stand by my choices. So there you go. This is the gardener's favorite poisonous flower by Hirako Kabishima. This comes out October 22nd. Orbit, when also known as Ollie, gets stranded without permit or paperwork in the authoritarian city-state of Belote. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these things correctly, but let's just go with it. The only place that will hire him as a caretaker or gardener at the male brothel. This place, which I'm not going to read, but I know this is Q, so let's do that. He quickly discovers that all the companions working there are furless, half animal and half human beings who are treated as pets, property, and sometimes even as livestock for slaughter. For many of the furless there, life at the brothel is a marked improvement from all they've suffered earlier in their lives. They are fed, sheltered, pampered, and looked after by Ollie and the other gardeners. And even a gilded cage is better than the cruelties of the outside world. Kidoki. Also coming out, I was reincarnated as the heroine on the verge of a bad ending, and I am determined to fall in love. This is by Kotoko and art by Ikuto Nanase. This comes out November 12th, at least the first volume does. A dating sim enthusiast, oh god, wakes up in the body of Rain Wainwright, an adorable otome heroine in a fantasy game. Rain discovers that in this world, she's a lowly F-rank student at the Magical Heartfell Academy, bullied by her classmates and snubbed by her love interest for her lack of talent. Determined to avoid a bad ending, Rain resolves to study hard, practice her magic, and pass the exams to increase her rank. If she grinds hard enough, she may be able to change her fate, make new friends, improve herself, and maybe even fall in love along the way. Sounds pretty cool. The next one here is Comic Party Wonderlove by Deko Yamano. This is a BL manga about men who love BL manga and also each other. Fun, heartwarming, and tantalizing, sexy. This is a boys love romance series about the world of making boys love comics. So it's very meta. There you go. Her Royal Highness Seems to Be Angry. It's a light novel by Ko Yatsuhashi and Mito Nagishiro. Remote Kingdom, there lived a princess adored by her subject and wielding powerful magic, but as her land was ravaged by an endless war, she lost everything, her people, her family, her loved ones, and eventually her own life, until she opened her eyes and awoke in a place she'd never seen before. You can go at it from there. So I know we're going by this pretty quickly, but thoughts on these releases or announcements?
Not enough Yu-Gi-Oh.
For me, at least, for my taste, this one interests me the most. Gardner's favorite poisonous flower, because it has like anthropomorphic animal people.
We all know you're a monster lover, Gio.
Probably, yeah. Not even gonna deny it.
It's okay.
Probably.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. So shout out to Tokyo Pop, I guess, for announcing stuff at the last minute. Let's do my read for Shonen Jump. So we got a new series for Shonen Jump, and it is Shinobi Undercover. This is by Ippon Takaguchi and Santa Claus Mitarashi. If you guys don't know, this is the same creative team that made oh my gosh, what was the manga with the giant candy, Riley?
Candy Flurry.
Candy Flurry, thank you so much. This is the same duo. I think they've improved since then. Hopefully, I think this won't get canceled as quickly as Candy Fury. Hopefully, it lasts longer. I do think it has potential to go for a long time. I thought it was pretty funny. I found myself enjoying it pretty early on. This is essentially about ninja in modern times And the protagonist is this guy here in the front of the image. He's this amazing badass shinobi, but the problem is he is super young and has terrible communication skills. He can't talk to anybody without freezing up or being embarrassed and wanting to get out of there. So his mission, of course, relies on communication. He is tasked with protecting the girl behind him at all costs, and she's going to high school, and they're sort of going to make it like she doesn't know that the school is infiltrated by shinobi, and several ninja are there, and they all have roles to play, and they're making it as smooth as possible, where she's just experiencing a normal high school life. So it has action, it has comedy aspects that I really enjoyed, and I really like the art. It's much better than Candy Fury. Let me show you. We only have one chapter. You can read it here on Manga Plus or on the Viz app for the Shonen Jump stuff. And like I always mention, if you want to keep up with it, you just got to tune in week after week, and you can read it for free while legally supporting the creator. That's always fun. Let me show you some of the art here. I don't love the title, but whatever. That's just a minor nitpick. Yeah, he's a super badass, and like right here, right away, he saved this dude, and the person that's on the mic on the other end talking with him tells him, "You got to wait 5 minutes with the client." He's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be super awkward." So he bounces and just makes sure that he's safe. And we quickly find out that he's going to protect this young girl, who's pretty clumsy. But there's more to her as you read on. She's not a normal high schooler.
Me.
So I do like the art a lot, character designs. She reminds me of the Lycoris Recoil characters for some reason, the way she's drawn.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
And homie here looks like somebody from Haikyuu for some reason.
I was going to say the art looks very Blue Lock.
I can see that, yeah. These characters are also shinobi. They got their own code names and stuff. And the guy's supposed to play the role of her potential boyfriend, and she's supposed to be her new friend at high school. And yeah, turns out in the school they got bad guys that are also infiltrating the place because they want to take her out or kidnap her or whatever. So yeah, he's super awkward, and you know where it's headed, where the two of them are going to be friends and blah blah blah. But yeah, super fun. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it if you like ninja. Actually, if you don't care about what's the manga? Oh my gosh, Under Ninja. If you don't care for that, but you like the premise, this is like that, but not as gonzo and bizarro, and more shonen jumpy, if that makes sense. So I do recommend it. It's fun. And hopefully you guys support it so we don't have another Candy Fury situation, because I really enjoyed that series. It was so much fun, and it got canceled way too soon. I think it lasted, 15 chapters or so?
Yeah, it wasn't very long. It started off really strong, but I think when it started getting into like the academy type of stuff,
yeah, it fell through a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do think the humor has improved for the creative team, and the art has definitely improved as well. So worth checking out, in my honest opinion. So shout out to Santa Claus. Did not know he was a manga artist. Literally, if you Google this person, their avatar is Santa with sunglasses.
Oh, nice.
I think shirtless or something like that. It's kind of weird.
I did not know that this card existed.
You're still on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Berserk Gorilla.
That's pretty dope.
Yo, it's Gus.
Yeah, it's Gus from Berserk.
Yo, that's my boy Gus.
And I saw a dragon there too, Berserk Dragon.
Yes, there was. I have some stuff, or a thing that I can share that I found today.
Why do you look so mischievous?
I don't know.
You're like, I have something I can share that I on today?
I found something I can share.
Oh my God, H-Field. He's gonna get an F about this stream. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Brain full throttle now.
Hold on, let me.
Gorilla Grodd would have a word, yes. This
Deadly Sins Omnibus 14 was
finally.
It is due for release in January. So I looked, that is 13 months after the 13th volume came out.
I already forgot about it. Okay.
You
know, I'm embarrassed to admit I stopped getting these omnibus, and I am way behind. I'm so sorry. I failed you all.
How dare you? Well,
I have like 5 of them.
I've been waiting for the last volume to come out, and I was wondering if they were going to include that like epilogue type volume. I think it just had like 4 short stories or something to like pad this one out. But no, it's just 40 and 41, which I get it. Like it's probably a separate license, and they didn't have the ability to stick them together. But
the homie there needs to wear a belt, by the way. His pants are gonna fall.
Yeah. Anyway, I found that today, and it was funny because it was like right after I don't remember what I was looking up information about the Ajin Demi-Human complete collections they're doing. And I saw people on Reddit, and there was someone like with the announcement when they first solicited the Ajin collections. Someone went on there and was like, I don't know why they're still putting out like omnibus. Obviously, like the lines don't sell because they canceled 7 Deadly Sins before the last one, and they've only done 3 of the fairy tale ones. And I was like, I haven't looked in a little bit, so I went on and found what's it called on Amazon, 7 Deadly Sins. Fairy Tale Omnibus 4 is still not out there, but I think in all situations when stuff like that happens, we have to remember like it's usually because of an issue either with the licensor or with the printer, or sometimes both. It's not really like the publisher that is doing anything, but they can't say anything bad about the licensor, because if the licensor gets upset with them, then they can pull licenses and like stop working with them. Which obviously like that wouldn't be the same with like Kodansha, because Kodansha is like working with Kodansha, but they'd get upset. And they can't really talk bad about their printer, because then the printer might be like, well, we're not going to work with you anymore if all you're going to do is crap on us. But yeah, so I found that. And then I was also wanting to just iterate for the audience in case anyone was unaware and was interested in these 2 books. Speaking of Ajin Demi-Human, this is coming out next month at the end of October, and they will be oversized. So they are 6x8 trim, which is the same trim size as like the 7 Deadly Sins omnibus and other stuff. Which is cool because Ajin, the single volumes were smaller than like a standard Kodansha volume. They're really small. So that one's cool. And then the other one I was going to share is...
Can I point something out while you look for that? October is an insane month for manga releases.
I believe it.
I am so scared. I already have, for me at least, my budget is tiny compared to other people. I already have like 25 books, and I'm like, this is a lot. What is happening? And plus, there are some graphic novels that I do want as well that are coming out. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to leave some behind.
I saw a peek at like how many books were coming out, and I was like, no. This one, Ashita no Joe, is also 6x8. So this is not gonna. I just wanted to warn anyone. I knew this already, but I don't think I brought it up anywhere. And this one goes on sale just in time for Christmas. But this is going to be 6x8, so it's not going to be the same 7x10 trim size as like Berserk or Vinland Saga from Kodansha. It is going to be a hardcover, the same size as like the Parasite hardcovers, basically.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
They are going to be expensive, $60 for about 600 pages.
But
you have to think about like this type of pricing is never just like, oh, the publisher is being greedy. It's like It's kind of like Marvel Masterworks, where they have to
Mhm.
pay people to. This has never been released officially in English. They have to fix up the artwork. They have to do
Yep.
new translations. They have to do all that stuff, and the license itself is likely a pretty expensive one.
Expensive, yeah.
So,
Like,
unfortunately, it just adds up to that being the cost.
yeah, when you see never mind, whatever. But what I was going to interrupt was that $60. But if you're smart and you know where to shop, you go to a website like InStockTrades.com, you can find it for a great discount. It's InStockTrades.com, our official sponsor. You get your Omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices from 35 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That's our sponsor, InStockTrades.com.
Oh, H-Field brought up the 7 Seas licenses.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Hold your horses.
We got a lot to.
I got excited about talking about the things that I was looking at today.
Yeah,
Hold
it's a
your
very
Yu-Gi-Oh card.
chaotic but wonderful, wholesome episode. I love it. Real quick, Shinobi Undercover. This premise has been done a bunch recently. Absolutely, nothing of that was extremely original. So it's got to be really good to survive. I think the strength will be in its humor and how it moves forward. And I do think it will last a little bit longer than anticipated. I hope it does, or at least they can. If it's going to be canceled, at least I hope they can close out the series and not just end on a cliffhanger. But I hope not. All right. Seven Seas announced some books, and some of these have a ton of personality to them. Of course, why not? I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'll try. Fate, Khalid, DJ Khaled, Liner, Prisma, Ilya.
I think it's Collide because in the description it says kaleidoscope, which I guess is like a kaleidoscope. So I think it's Fate Collide.
I prefer DJ Khaled instead.
Okay, Fate DJ Khaled Liner.
Thank you. This is the complete manga collection. This is an alternate universe story that inspired the anime. Features your favorite characters in a magical girl adventure. This is from Type Moon. If you like the Fate series, you'll be right at home with this. Ilya becomes a magical girl compared to the original series. Collection will be printed in English for the first time in February of next year for $25.99 in a single large trim omnibus. There we go. Here's the cover for that. Sorry, here's the cover.
I don't know shit about the Fate series, so
this is like, you like the Fate series, and this is like, if there's a diagram, it's way outside of the diagram, but you still love it because you're a fan of the series or whatever. I just like the original trilogy of Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Zero. Anything else, I'm out. I can't invest time in it because it's too much. But this is cool. The next one here is It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love. This is by Karin Anzai. Sana, fan of the influencer Kanato, who is rumored to attend the same high school, finally encounters him only to find out he's on the verge of expulsion. Determined to prevent this, Sana takes on the role of managing his social media, from holding hands to hugs and almost kisses. Days filled with an excessive supply of sweet thrills beyond his handsome face are about to begin. The manga comes out for the first time in English in February of next year for $13.99 in single volume editions. And here's the cover for that.
It's a pretty fun series. It's on Comic-Key right now if you guys want to read it before thinking about getting the physicals. But art is gorgeous in this one.
I love the cover. That's my favorite of the bunch. Also, they need to clean the phone. It's dirty. Shout out. Next one. It's an audiobook. So I'm just going to briefly mention it. The Haunted Bookstore, Gateway to a Parallel Universe. Here's the cover.
That's pretty.
With a Bakaneko. Look at that. Yay. I love it already. And a flying jellyfish. Ghost. Yay. Here we go. For Ghost Ship, we got Tamamori's Fantasies Never Stop. This is for older readers, degenerates. You're welcome. This is by Tatsu Waipu. I feel like that's a pun on wiping.
Tatsu Waipu.
Don't miss the sexy tale of miscommunication, misunderstanding, and wildly explicit imaginations. Many children of the rich and famous grace the halls of Seisoin Academy High School, but one girl stands head and shoulders above the rest. Tamamori Reika is perfection personified, blessed with beauty, brains, and an amazing figure. She's the president of the Academy's drama club, and alongside her younger male clubmate, Tsukida Soji, works day after day to hone her skills. However, this perfect girl harbors a secret. She's a total pervert who can barely control herself. Can she make it through the school day without blowing or losing her top? First volume comes out in February of next year. $14.99 in single volume editions as part of 7C's Ghost Ship imprint. Here's the cover for that. There's some big old bazoongas right there. It's a shout out, I guess.
Personally,
Spending $15 on this.
I will say my Discord is unsuccessfully trying for me to read this. And I don't know why they keep insisting that I should when I have already said that I won't. And they seem to think that if I included this on the thumbnail, it means I'm going to pick this up. No, I am an old school YouTuber that loves clickbaiting. So, of course, I'm going to put the personalities front and center, baby. That's going to attract a lot of people. And they're going to click on this video and learn about Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. That's the ultimate goal. Do not worry, Kane. I will not. I'm actually not interested at all. So
I'll take
shout
her
out
to the team.
Yeah,
I'll read all about her fantasies.
You're gonna read it? Read it for us.
I'll tell you all about it.
Thank you, sir. The next one, we got a 2-in-1, right? Blah 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 blah. Fake fact lips. It's a tongue twister. The manga and the sequel series. This is by Machi Suehiro. Two ultra-competitive men make a deal that puts more than losing a bet on the line in this mature-rated BL romance. It's also not safe for work, but classier than Boobalicious over there. Fake Fact Lips Break, the complete manga collection, will be released for the first time in English in August of 2025. Wow, gotta wait a while for that one. $25 in a large trim omnibus as part of 7C's Boys Love title, and Fake Fact Lips, there we go, will be printed for the first time in English for $15.99. That one comes out in March in a single large trim edition as part of their BL label. Here are the covers for that.
Sorry, I'm looking at pages from that manga, from the last manga.
Am I in for some fun?
Oh my god, it's just like straight up hentai.
But I'm pretty sure without the stuff happening down below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like one without some of the more
explicit
egregious.
nature.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Last one here on the list. 7C's got a manhwa webtoon, King the Land. This is the electrifying prequel comic inspired by the beloved K-drama romance, now available in English. Created by Choi Rome and Spoon artist of Who Made Me a Princess. Also available from 7C's. I'm not going to read this. I apologize, but you can pause it if you're interested because we're running out of time. King the Land Volume 1 will be printed for the first time in English February for $21.99 with full colors large trim paperback editions as part of 7C's webtoon label. I apologize, folks. Here's the cover, which looks really cute. Look at that. You know what this means? Panel?
It's a Watchmen tie-in.
Damn it, you stole the joke. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say this is in the Watchmen universe. Secretly, Choi Rome is in cahoots with Alan Moore. The comedian? No, it's all about King Deland, baby. So shout out to Seven Seas for those releases, announcements, whatever you call them. Solicits. There we go. Whoa. One person in your Discord is trying to get you to buy this. Don't lump us all in. I know. I apologize. I know. Warren, what did you read? Tamamori? I've read worse, but it's okay.
I think Tamamori.
Okay. Are you going to show us the pages? We can't show the pages.
No.
We're going to get demonetized. No, not demonetized. Yeah.
I will say there's a part where the guy is like, I need to help her. She seems like she's hungry. Here's this random banana I found on the side. Have this. And she's like, oh my God. And that's
awesome.
The whole scene.
Hell yeah.
So, good
he's
for
looking
anyone
out
who
for her
wants to
and
read it.
wants her to get some potassium, you know. He's worried about her potassium levels dropping.
She's got big potassiums.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the Discord link, by the way, if you want to join and have some fun. We don't talk about these books. Just occasionally we make fun of them. It's a very wholesome community. Most of the people on this chat are on there. So if you want to join, I'd appreciate it. It's the Discord. There's the invite. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Aw, sounds like a sweet guy, right? Yeah, look it out. Dear Reed, I don't know what's going on. At least it's not a Lost Girl sequel. What? I don't know what's going on. What happened? Did you type something, Josh? I need to scroll back. All right. Okay, so that was it from Seven Seas and what was the other one? Tokyo Pop. Thoughts on those releases from Seven Seas? Anything catch your eye that you want to grab and check out and read?
I will be getting It Takes More Than a Pretty Face because I
Nice.
have read that one already and I enjoy it.
I will check that one out and see how I feel like it.
Okay.
Kane, thank you so much. The voice of reason. She's awesome. It is a wholesome community. Josh and I are at odds over cheer reading big personality manga. I'm winning so far. He's just worried about her cramping up. Right. You don't want leg cramps at night. Those are the worst. So you need your potassium.
While you perform on stage.
Ghost ship licenses constantly give male gooner fantasy.
You know, what's funny is they keep doing it because they keep selling.
They sell really well. I guarantee you. Not safe for work stuff sells extremely well since the beginning of time.
The whole, I mean, the reason why the thick edition of Do You Like Big Girls exists is because the individual volumes completely sold out. So
I think it's so funny when people get pissed at like girls on Book Talk for reading smut all the time and then they read shit like this probably.
I mean, well, if it ain't hurting anybody, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't care if they read it, but like, don't make fun of other people if you're reading shit like that.
Yeah. I get you.
Not any different.
Sounds like the manga needs to cross over with Banana Fish. Potassium manga, baby. The thick edition, you say. I could never take a manga like that up to the cashier. I mean, they don't care. They see many random people out there. They don't care. They might judge you for a second, but they don't care.
Like I've gone to Barnes and Noble and they had the smut I was looking for behind the counter, and I was like, oh, and can I grab one of those?
Can I grab one of those?
You said it with the manliest voice ever, too.
Can I grab one of those?
Yeah.
And I do want to say I did get that joke. I still have my copy of Lost Girls on my shelf.
What is Lost Girl? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm the
You
boomer here.
talking about how King the Land, the joke about King the Land being a Watchmen related book. Lost Girls is another book by Alan Moore.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's the sexual exploration book with the fantasy characters.
Yeah. I love how I set up the joke and I didn't even know it. Yeah. What manga did you gift Omnidog?
Which one of us? Because I sent him the first volume of Dumbbells.
That's so cool that you did that. And you sent him
I sent him Gigant as well.
Yeah.
No. Not Gigant.
At least Dumbbells. It has a ton of fan service, but it's humorous, and you actually do learn about body positivity and exercising and living a healthy lifestyle and all that stuff. So I can't dunk on it, because that's people need to read that, even if it's through fan service.
I might, like, if I read it again, I might have a different opinion. But when I read it before, it was just like, it was boring to me. Like, all it was just the fan service, and like
watch the show instead. Maybe that'll change your mood, because the
But
show was really funny. I enjoyed it.
It just I think that the humor wasn't landing for me, and I was like, this isn't fun to read. So I sent it to Jess because it was horny.
He still hasn't read it, by the way.
I know that.
He's not going to read any manga whatsoever. But I love that the book is still there in his collection.
He can just look at the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't read it. Just look at the pictures.
I keep telling him to, because in my heart, I know Jess is more of an anime guy. So I'm like, just watch the anime adaptations and you'll be fine. Don't worry about the manga. Ghost Ship gives me Skinamax flashbacks. But why is it called Ghost Ship, by the way? Who died?
I don't know.
Their taste buds.
Because I know Seven Seas.
I was getting there.
Like, is like, because it's steamy.
Steamship,
it's hot action, and then
Airship is the light novels. Something?
It's light. So I think that's the idea. Like light novels, Airship. It's like a blimp.
But what happened with the ghost? Did your self-esteem and dignity die? That's why.
I don't.
I'm gonna guess. My theory is that Ghost Ship is like something like you don't want to see, or like something hidden. So like it's like,
I like that.
You're like keeping it hidden. It's like, ooh, a little secret.
Yeah. I like that.
It's funny though. Some of the titles that wind up in Ghost Ship are really not like that bad in comparison. So like 100 Girlfriends is not remotely as horny as a lot of the other ones.
It's just because it's an ecchi series, right?
It's honestly like usually it's very tame. And there's like very few points in there where it has any sort of.
Wait, which one? I did not hear.
100 Girlfriends.
Oh, that's no, that's not. Yeah,
but that's part of Ghost Ship.
Yeah,
100 Girlfriends. Well, there was another one I was just thinking about the other day that's in Ghost Ship that feels very misplaced in comparison to some of these others. But the funnier part is like Ghost Ship is more prominent. I think they have more titles by far in the Ghost Ship line. But the titles that they have in Steamship have more actual sex and nudity than the Ghost Ship titles do.
Yeah, they're like actual smut series.
Yeah, those are like, if you so wish to read anything that has nudity in it, it's not Ghost Ship that you should be looking. It's gonna be Steamship that you can look to.
I
Like
will say.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Keep going.
Fire in his fingertips, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, even like the bananas were uncensored.
I wonder if it's because there's more
I
of
just
a
understood. Okay, I'm dumb. I didn't know what you meant by banana, and now I get it.
yeah, the potassium.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because
Banana.
like smut series are like their own thing for women in Japan, because there's like TL manga, Teens Love Manga, which is all smut series. There's like literal magazines dedicated to smut manga, in addition to like they're like spin-off magazines of like other magazines, if that makes sense. Because like B Love, which is where Chihaya Furu is from, has a spin-off magazine that's like for smut manga called Comic Tint. So I just wonder if there's like, it's because there's such a divide that the Steamship has such specific smut and not like seinen titles. I don't know if any of that made sense.
Remember that one person who thought B Love was a BL magazine?
It's just Kodansha BL. It must be BL manga.
Not 7Cs, but My Dress Up Darling is that bad as they act? Ranma has more fan service than My Dress Up? Yes, it does. Dress Up Darling. I will say, going back to the Ghost Ship title, I won't admit it. Never mind. I'll keep quiet. Never mind. The chat is not ready for what I was gonna drop.
I will admit that I was planning to go into that.
I will tell all of you. I will tell the two of you after we're done.
I'm trying to see what the other. I think the other I thought was a Ghost Ship, but I was wrong. Was Kiruru Kill Me, because it is a little bit like ecchi with the boobies and stuff, but like it's just 7Cs proper.
7Cs
all right. You guys want to know? It's nothing bad, It's just fine.
The people want to know. The people want to know.
There's one Ghost Ship title that I'm interested in getting. That's what I was gonna say. It comes out soon next month.
It's not out yet.
No, it's not out yet. It's a Monster Marriage Shop. There we go. And it's for the dumbest reason. Please bear with me. It's a not safe for work manga.
Is there yokai?
But yeah, you know where I'm headed already. So I'll read the description. It's about after growing up watching endless parade of losers date his mom, Nakao focuses his unhealthy obsession with her on matchmaking. One day he stumbles into the hidden gem. This is where I dig it, Monster Town, where he meets all sorts of hopeful supernatural singles in need of his services. A rich werewolf, a call girl succubus, a small-time idol vampire, and a yaoi-obsessed Gorgon beg for help with their love lives. However, Yuto quickly finds himself on everyone's potential match list, whatever. I think that is hilarious. It's dumb fun, and I actually do want to check it out.
Is that, you said that's a Ghost Ship or a Steamship title?
I think it's a Ghost Ship. Is it? Is it not?
I don't remember. I don't
remember. No, it says on the back ghostshipmanga.com. Yeah. Okay. So it comes out next month, and I like the idea that it's like monster creatures with a little not safe for work action. Like, yeah, hell yeah, let's give it a shot.
It's a monster fucker of the week.
At the end of the day, it's a book about fictional people. So I'm good. I'll sleep well tonight, knowing that it's fake monsters and not real monsters.
Like real monsters.
Like real monsters. Yeah, I saw the Mondo drop. Really wanted it, but I backed out because I don't need to spend that much for 3 figures. It was like $200 or something.
For what? What was it?
The Mondo Real Monsters figures.
Oh, I didn't even.
Let me
see
show you
those.
real quick.
Maybe a good thing that I didn't see those.
We got 3 figure set. It's $150 for the 3 figures, or if you pay $200, you get the exclusive, which has a bunch of random stuff like face swaps and stuff. Let's go to Mondo's website. Mondo. Here's the set. This is one of my favorite childhood series. I love All Real Monsters, so I kind of want it. It's still available.
I'm so sorry. I truly hate this guy. I hate the characters in this show so much, and
All 3?
I was disgusted by them.
Really?
They disgust me. And no, why are you zooming in? They disgust me.
Aww.
I literally can't stand the show because the art was.
You didn't like Olga or homeboy? What was his name?
From Ickis.
Ickis. Thank you.
The purple guy is okay with the ears that looks like a rabbit. No, stop it. I hate he's holding his eyebrows and he's got armpit hair that's like out to his fucking, it's like a mustache, but armpit hair. It's disgusting. I hate it.
And they're just children.
They're gross.
Olga was pretty cool. I liked her.
It's so gross.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't remember.
I remember that guy, but I don't remember his name.
He's 9 inches. 8 inches. 9 inches. No inches. Comes with the book. Look at that. Oh, Bonsti Zimbo. Bonsti and Zimbo. Shout out. Friends of the show. Oblina. Yeah, Oblina. Olga was from Hey Arnold.
I hate
I too find them disgusting, and that's why I still have. I used to have old toys of Our Real Monsters. I lost them, and I recently discovered some of my childhood toys that were still stored away, and I found some, not all of them. So that disappointed me. I don't know what happened to the rest of the set, because I did have a lot of Nickelodeon toys. Netflix just dropped a quick sneak peek of live action Chopper.
I saw that. I sent it to someone while we were here. It's just the back of him, but it looks like they're going the Detective Pikachu route for Tony Chopper.
Nice.
Oh, no. They're going the original Sonic design. Full human teeth.
Well, they just showed his back and like the back of his hat and horns.
And his human teeth.
I love this so much. This is my favorite comment of the night. Gio, let me be wholesome. Colleen, monster fucker of the week.
Not here.
Cycle, welcome. Everyone looking forward to the Moon and the Serpent bumper book of Magic finally dropping next month. What is that? Do you guys know?
I have no idea.
I'm looking forward to Magic the Gathering, the book of the serpent butts.
Because I know what was the movie that was about zombies in Haiti? The snake ladder thing. You remember that movie? What was it?
No.
God. This is how old I am. Hold on. Now I gotta Google it. No, not snakes and ladder. Serpent ring. Serpent
on a plane.
The Serpent and the Rainbow. That's what I'm looking for. It's a 1988 film by Wes Craven. It's about zombies, but like the true zombies from Haiti, the drugged up plantation workers. It's
The only Wes Craven movie I know is Red Eye.
Bill Pullman was in that movie, I think. So yeah, shout out to the zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cillian Murphy.
During the show, Netflix dropped some news. We are getting another cyberpunk anime. Nice. Arcane dropping in 3 parts weekly. And Magic the Gathering is getting an animated series.
Look at that. You just said that.
You just name dropped Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, there's
or did you cheat and look at it?
There's a Magic the Gathering manga coming out at some point from Viz, and so I was thinking about that.
I am surprised by the artwork inside that book. I thought I was not going to dig it, but I really like the character designs.
Is it that? No, I'm thinking of the Beyblade one. Is Posca Demizu?
Yeah, no. This one's way different. I'm intrigued, even though I could care less for Magic the Gathering. Sorry, Magic fans.
I've never.
There we go. Anything else that you guys want to talk about before we wrap up?
I was gonna go on a rant about Trigun, but
yeah, let's close out with that. Let's do that real quick.
That's gonna take way too long. I
did do the abridged version. You can do it.
Rant.
Version. Do the Trigun abridged, and make sure you put in all the Yu-Gi-Oh voices.
Trigun abridged. I don't have the book, so I can't speak for it myself. But I was gonna mention, like, there's a lot of flack that it's been getting on like Twitter and stuff from people because people are disappointed with the hardcover that came out. Gio has his. For once, Gio got his first.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
Puerto Rico's good for one thing.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of people upset. The main thing about it being they don't like that they didn't do a new translation.
This is the fandom right there.
When it actually was never announced that they would do a new translation. So when they do, it's usually announced. They'll usually say like re-released with a new translation and new blah 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 blah. But they didn't do that, nor did they proofread it or anything like that. And I like literally right before getting on the show, I saw someone posted a big thread on Twitter and they were talking about it. And it was like, I understand it. I'm not saying that they don't have their room to be upset when a big, expensive book is like imperfect. But at the same time, they were speaking very like harshly. They were speaking very harshly on the topic, but not just on the topic, but towards Dark Horse people themselves about situations that they don't know about, and like blaming people that work for Dark Horse when they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's something that like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like they're saying, oh, they're just lazy or greedy or both. And so rather than like putting time and effort into this and making it nice, they decided to just shove it out there despite all the delays and stuff like that, and put out an inferior product, which like none of that makes any sense. From all the like just observations about it that I've made, like not knowing the particulars about the contract and the release, it seems as if there might have been particulars in the contract that are having them utilize that same old translation, as if the licensor was like, you can do this, but we're not going to be providing or we're not going to be approving a new translation. Like we're not going to do anything like that. Because I do know, the one thing I do know behind the scenes is that it took a very long time for them to negotiate the contract. Like I think it was in negotiations for a couple of years. They actually announced it earlier than they wanted to because of all the stuff that was happening on Twitter at the time with the whole Bigelows Nicholas thing. They basically were like, we can't miss this opportunity, like marketing wise, to mention it now. So they announced it earlier than they wanted to. But then the other thing that's kind of like not a red flag, but like an alarm going off in my head is the fact that they had a pretty massive delay. I think it was supposed to come out like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And now they are releasing all 6 hardcovers for the entire franchise within the period as it's scheduled now, within a period of 9 months. And that to me it seems as if they contractually are obligated to put it out within a certain period of time. And so the end of their period is probably coming up, and that's why they're forcing them out quicker than I just realized Yugi is in the corner of this video.
Yeah.
I didn't notice until then. So yeah, there's just certain things that I guess the whole point of it is I'm not saying that I'm not trying to go and like endlessly defend companies and stuff like that, but people are taking things out in a way that like
it's unhealthy for a lot of you for the industry and people, and
it's just they're focusing their anger on certain people when they don't know the truth behind the situation. I know that I don't either, but when there are things that are happening that seem inexplicable, where it seems like a company is where it seems like a company is making weird decisions that don't make sense, whether it comes to like the way that they're releasing something, the way that they translated something, it's usually because of the licensor. And they can't say that, but we'll see. If they say anything, but I know again they didn't announce that it was going to have a retranslation. There is at least one spelling / grammar error that I saw, and it was somewhere where they used "your" with an apostrophe rather than "your" without, like "your." So there are things that are there, and just some like dialogue that's a little bit choppy. But if you were reading manga at the time, it
was normal for the time. So
yeah. Yeah, I think that if I'm right about the release window, that means that they probably are not going to be able to release it again. And I'm not trying to FOMO anyone, but like if it is because of the contract, then they might not have the ability to do this again. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of it. It just I would love to know it, but I know that they will never talk about it publicly because they can't. But that, yeah, I'll get mine in a couple days. Mine finally shipped. I had a book holding up that order. And then I'll be
that's
getting
why.
them.
It's weird that I beat you to it for one.
Yeah. But I have a bunch of reading that I have to do, so it gives me a chance to catch up before I have another like 10 books to add to the stack. But I have been planning on doing a video on my channel once I got the book to compare to the old one. So I'll probably do that, but now with an added context of talking basically the same thing that I just said, but a little more eloquent when I do it for my own video. Yeah, it's
Could this be that Stampede didn't do as well? Maybe. I mean, it was somewhat popular. Critically, it's a different story, but I think it did pretty well. They're getting another season.
Did, I think, really well as far as like number of viewers, and it single-handedly revived the Trigun fandom in the US. I don't know about other countries, but in the US, like it was crickets for a long time, and then all of a sudden it was back. And I've talked about this on the show before, but I know that Dark Horse has got to have been kicking themselves that they couldn't get the license figured out to release in time.
Yeah. It was actually, sorry to interrupt again, It was actually originally scheduled for December of last year, because I remember talking about it on one of my videos and on here as well. Then it got delayed for April and then September.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
And now we got it.
So if it stuck to the original, that means that it would have come out within a period of like 18 months from first to the 5th volume of Maximum.
Yeah.
Another factor that, like Stampede did pretty well. They are doing a sequel season to that. So it did well enough that they did get to do another season.
You got yours. Actually, you want to be surprised, Josh? I did not. I had it, I'll be honest, I had it pre-ordered through the Bezos website because it was put on discount for like $25, something crazy like that. But then I realized that the week that this came out, which is this week, was it this week? Last week. Last week. Right. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you with the details. So I actually picked it up from In Stock Trades, and it shipped extremely fast, and I got it in like 5 days, which surprised the hell out of me. When I went to the PO box and I saw the notification, I'm like, I didn't get anything. What's this? And then a Lunar distribution box appeared. I'm like, what is happening? I don't get stuff from I don't get review copies from publishers. What is this? And like, oh, it's an IST thing. Okay. Trigun. Cool. So that's my story. Shout out. Stocktrades.com. Well, I think with that, we can call it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to our sponsor, In Stock Trades. We love them. Go buy some books. Go for it. I hope you enjoyed the Yu-Gi-Oh! TED Talk, the solicits, and the first impressions, and all that fun stuff. Any last words? Where can people find you guys online?
Omnibus Collector on all the different places, and I'll have some videos out. I know I talked about I was on last night as well, and so I talked about like and I talked about last week the video that James and I have been prepping stuff for. That's going to be super long. Like he estimated last week or yesterday that it would be between an hour and 2 hours, and I'm hoping it's not going to be that much longer than an hour long. But I will admit that I'm partially putting off working on it just because I know it's going to be such a huge video, and I'm like, ugh. But I'll do a better video about Trigun also when I get my copy and actually talk about it clearly.
There you go. Colleen, what you got cooking up?
You can find me on YouTube at Colleen's Manga Rex. I've been on a little bit of a break this month, but next week, hopefully, I should have a video essay out about Don't Call It Mystery. Hell yeah.
Nice.
You can also find me on Instagram at Colleen's Manga Rex and Twitter at Colleen's Manga. Gio, where can they find you?
The like local equivalent of like fumbling something, like trying to not drop something.
I was trying to save it so bad.
You can find me on my channel. That's Manga Geekdom, where I talk about all the manga that I read. Even though it's a manga channel, I do an annual tradition of highlighting my anime collection, which is this big Billy shelf behind me. I've been doing it since 2016. Every year, I do an updated tour, I guess, and I just posted the new one, 2024 edition. You want to check that out? It's not too long because since I go over it every single year, what's the point of doing it again and going title by title? So now I just do like what has been added to. So it's a lot shorter. But the good news is that I also do the manga equivalent. So I will be filming this weekend the manga collection update video. Look forward to that. And on social media, I am no longer on Twitter because I have a dumb search suggestion ban, which is very stupid. I've tried everything to get rid of it, and it doesn't work. And the last ditch effort that I read was to just leave the thing alone for 2 weeks and then come back to it. And hopefully that solves it. Letting the algorithm reset itself and stuff. So I'm not on Twitter. I mean, I'm still there, but I'm not going to answer anything. So if you want to chat with me, you can join my Discord or you can follow me on Threads. I've been posting there frequently these days. So there you go. That's it. Thank you to our sponsor. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys are lovely. You guys rock. Everybody watching later, hit the like button and let us know in the comment section what you thought of all the craziness that happened tonight. That's it. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on another installment of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus
podcast
Collectors Network. The heart of the cards and the duelists tune in to this podcast right here.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Bye.